It's been a busy late summer at the movies with new releases to see for just about every moviegoer's taste.
Entertainment reporter Jim Ferguson is here, who sat down recently with the stars of a spy thriller and a movie for young adults. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Maria. Good morning, Amanda. Good to see you both after my travels to Florida for Dolphin Tale 2, you know.
Awesome.
But if you like spy thrillers, like I do, you know, the old James Bond type movie, Pierce Brosnan is back, and we're going to have him on Friday, of course, but in The November Man. And of course, there's always in the Bond thrillers, spy thrillers, a beautiful woman. And this woman is Olga Kurylinko, who you may remember from Oblivion with Tom Cruise, the beautiful young lady. Yes. She's a social worker caught in the middle who can bring down the leading politician of Russia if she so chooses. But Pierce has to get her out of Germany. Here's Olga to talk about The November Man. This film, The November Man, politically, it's right on what's going on today.
Yes, I agree, actually, and so it's a perfect time for the movie to come out, and yeah, but you know what? It's actually, in a way, it's current. It's probably current always.
I think so.
Because these things have been going on for ages, years, and it's always the same story. The thing is, it's classical. It's classical. It works.
You've done many action thrillers. Do you enjoy the genre?
Yes, I do. I do. I love thrillers. So when there is also, when it's not just, you know, running around, but there's a mystery.
With a mystery
there are
to it,
things. Yeah, there are tons of questions that you're asking yourself. You want to know what's going to happen.
And in November Man, there's these twists and turns that are taking place all the way through the film.
Yeah, and the good thing is they're really well spaced, which means you never wait too long until the next answer to come. Every minute you're discovering something, so you never, it keeps going. The pace is so fast also, and it's very well done. It's quite compact. Do you know what I mean? There's never a dead time.
From the opening scene.
Yeah, exactly. And also, and Roger paid attention to every detail, which I think I'm really grateful to him. I think it's very important, or especially in the thriller. He didn't miss anything. The phone that shatters on the ground, someone's, you know, flick of the, you know, eye, and, you know, someone's look or someone's movement, somebody in the background, and that's important. It's everything that raises your suspicion. You think, oh, what's going to happen? It's really well done. He didn't miss any of it. He didn't cut it out.
She's beautiful.
Isn't she?
Interview.
Isn't she good? Yeah. And I want to see this one again, The November Man. But where do you see Pierce's interview is really good on Friday.
He's always good. Let's
He
be honest.
really is. You know, Josh Leonard is a character actor you recognize, HBO, The Detective, and he plays Chloe Grace Moretz's father in If I Stay, and he's a former drummer, and he's from a rock band, and she's dating a rock musician, and she likes the boyfriend, but her daughter is in classical music. Here's Josh Leonard. You played Denny, Chloe's father. Interesting backstory. You want to share just a bit, because we only have a few minutes?
Sure. I played Denny, Mia's father, played by Chloe Moretz. I was a guy in a band, drummer, living a rock and roll lifestyle, and met Kat, played by Mireille Enos, and we fell in love young, I think, when everybody else was doing a bunch of drugs and partying, and we
were rockers.
We were rockers, but we were also in a very committed relationship, very young. And we had a kid. We had Mia, and then we had another kid, and
it's a story of choices. Because Denny makes an important choice to give up his career as a drummer in a rock band to have a family.
Sure, I think If I Stay is very much a movie about choices. Denny actually has a line in the movie where he says, sometimes you make choices in life and sometimes choices make you. And I think that's directly speaking to Mia's story.
That's at the heart of the story.
You know, If I Stay didn't do that well at the box office this past weekend.
No, and I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. You know, people have kind of had this storyline before, and which I tried not to give too much of it away, but it's the girl in an accident, she dies and comes back and so forth. You know.
But Friday,
But Friday, I think it's going to be a blockbuster hit, The November Man. And I have The November Man, played by Pierce Brosnan. He's back. The
Good.
James Bond is back.
Good.
And it's a spy thriller. I love the genre, and I love the movie, and I think you guys will too when you see it. But Pierce will be here on Friday. And also, to my favorite director, Robert Rodriguez, Spy Kids, and now Sin City, A Dame to Kill For.
yes.
And also his co-director, Frank Miller, who's famous for his genre graphic-type novel movies. I think what they've done is waited too long. The first one was such a big hit 9 years ago, and this one is not open that well. I hope it picks up a little bit of steam, but we'll have them on this Friday.
well, we're looking forward to Friday, Jim. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
And Jim brought along a DVD for you to win. It's a copy of Disney's Bears on DVD. Just visit TucsonMorningBlend.com and click on the contest page to enter.
Coming up, we check in with two seniors on the move, Maddie and her friend Josephine Cox, who will share her story about surviving breast cancer when we come back.